Hi everyone, so this is the reveals for the Scorpio full moon, which is tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday, so it's tomorrow the 30th of April 2018. But actually, in other parts of the world, it will be Sunday night, it'll be tonight. So, just you check that one out wherever you are in the world. But where I am in the world, it's at about, I think it's about 58 or 59 minutes past midnight. I might have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. It's in the wee small early hours anyway. So for the people that chose B, it's interesting that I pulled fresh air because I'll read the more detailed words on it in a minute. But I actually pulled something like healthcare change or something today for the daily card. And what I took that to mean, it was so interesting like that. I cannot tell you how powerful the energy that I could, and I can't really even put into words, but the energy that I felt when I've channeled both that message and also yesterday's post has almost got 50 likes. Now, guys, like, to kind of put you up to scratch, or people that follow me all the time will know, I would say on average, my post gets, well, probably for the last couple of months there, yeah, it can sometimes get about 20 likes or maybe 25. But I would say on average, it's not uncommon for a daily post to have about 10 or 15 or something. But I mean, to have nearly 50 likes on a daily post, that's kind of like, it's just quite interesting for me because it's just kind of showing that, like, because I'm being more allowing and more open to really stepping further into what I'm here to do, it's like obviously the message has reached more people, because I mean that doesn't actually, I mean it doesn't necessarily have like a direct impact on how many sales I'm making. And believe me, like, don't be fooled by that. It doesn't matter how many followers people's got or how much many people comment and love your stuff. It doesn't mean they're going to buy it. And that's what I did mention. That's what I was basically, politely hinting at in the message today, is that for nearly 3 years, on the summer solstice on the 21st of June, I'll have had my page 3 years. And in particular, I always get the most feedback about my new moon posts and my full moon posts, or as I prefer to call them, channelings, because that's what they are. It's me putting my own spin on the astrological energies of the new moon and the full moon. And at first, I just started doing that. Like, well, I always do things with just good intentions, just to share my knowledge. But I mean, I can't lie and say that for the past year, I've had loads of overwhelming actual comments on groups that I've shared it in, on my own page and groups and stuff, where people have actually said to me that they actively look out and wait for these new moon and full moon posts. So what that's kind of told me the last few months definitely is, wow, like, people are placing massive value on this, and it's amazing, right? And at first I was like, oh, this is great, and I love it that people love it, and people are forever thanking me, and sometimes people leave huge big comments, and I always read them and I always reply, and I'm always grateful, and I always say you're welcome and thank you. And like I say, I've got a really big heart, so that's genuine. But something's kind of occurring to me now, that it's like lots of other people do things like that, and like they're they have that on at least an email list, so that there's some sort of exchange, like you're getting the person's email for the stuff, or like a small fee or something like that. And it's kind of got to the point now where, like, that's nearly 3 years of really valuable content where people have told me that it's really helped them make huge life shifts and stuff. And it's like, that's amazing. But what's not amazing is when I've got so many people loving what I do, but not even nearly enough are buying from me. And I'll be perfectly honest, because it's what I'm like. It's like some weeks have been so bad that, like, hardly anyone's buying anything at all, and I'm really worried and struggling on how I'm going to pay my bills. And it's like, and I've got a lot of debt as well, guys. I'm chipping away at this now, and I'm actually on a roll, but that's taken me a long time. So I'm just putting people in the picture that I think now that I don't think, I know that I've done enough work now for free and given enough time and energy. And basically, this is a long-winded way of getting this out, but it's like, if I continue to give away the amount that I give away for free, I will become ill. I will burn out. And it's not uncommon for people that do my kind of work for that to happen to it. And I'm not about to let that happen. I've not built my energy up and my self-love and worth and everything to allow that to happen. And I've got amazing people that I'm learning from, and friends and family and everything around me, you know, just to support that. And basically my awareness to recognise it myself. So I feel that this, again, it's a very long answer for you. I didn't know what was going to come out, but I feel that this fresh air card is picking up on that healthcare change in today's card, which basically I took it to mean start valuing yourself. Because if you don't value yourself and set boundaries of self-care and self-love, nobody else is going to do it. And you can't blame anybody else but yourself if you're not setting your boundaries, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just something that a change I'm going to be implementing from after today. I probably will post the filming post today in the same way that I do it, but I don't also think it's well, I know that it's not a coincidence, it's divinely timed that this filming is about transmutation, sending away, letting go of what no longer serves you, basically something dying or a situation dying, and something transforming and rising stronger and healing. And yes, it's all about releasing. So for me, it's not about, you know, stopping this completely. It's about changing up the way that I put it out there and not kind of really devaluing myself in it. Because like I've pointed out, you know, a lot of people won't be as open about this kind of stuff, but I've got nothing to hide and I want to help other people. And it's kind of like, if I haven't taken on board that people are leaving me all these massive comments about how much it helps them, but knowing myself that it's like, well, bar me feeling the love and the gratitude from people, which I acknowledge every time, and I try to. I definitely reply to everybody, and you know, apart from that, and I can't put into words how incredibly grateful I am that people not only love my work but let me know. Because I tell you what, there's a lot of people that don't actually let me know in any way, shape, or form, and that's fine. You know, people have got their different reasons for that, but I've literally had quite a few people say to me that they've silently watched me for like over a year before making any kind of contact. And even when they do make that contact, it's not always, you know, to buy something. So do you know what I mean? There's something's got to give there if somebody's been getting that much value out of me, because I've got to keep a roof over my head. I've got to pay my bills. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, people aren't going to be getting as much as me, because I'm going to have to go back to do something where I'm not meant to be, which I'm not about to let happen. But that's how, you know, that's how close to the line things have been getting recently. So, you know, just like, you know, I keep saying I think, and I'm like, I know things have turned a corner now because I'm making them turn a corner, and I've been backed into a corner by spirit. But this is just me saying that it's like, you know, there's a real thing about watching your health, and health isn't just physical health. It is about your energetic health as well. And that's where I feel the people that have chose it might not, you know, you might not be able to relate to everything that was saying there about changing things up in business, but it will in some area of your life. And I'm going to get over reading the cards now. So it says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants and flowers. Spend time outside today or near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Oh my God, sorry, I'm laughing because literally it was quite sunny here today in Edinburgh. And my mum said, you know, make sure you get out on the balcony or like open your windows and stuff. So I'm just laughing. Obviously, A would have totally been for me. And then that probably gives a hint because it's so similar to my page name, but crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. And I suppose so that's what I'm saying now here. This is about grounding, right? And getting clear on what it is you want. This card alone. And then that's also saying get clear on what it is you want. And I'm just sort of sharing my example like Spirit made me do. And it's just about that. As much as I am so appreciative for people loving what I do and, you know, the content that I put out there. And I do believe in that, you know, I feel the love that people give me back and the gratitude and stuff. But to be frank, gratitude and love doesn't pay my bills. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not going to be understood by everyone that I need to pay myself. So, you know, it's just kind of, I just think sometimes we need to keep it real here and people need to hear that. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm saying that it's like, if you love what I do and you've been enjoying it a very long time, you know, maybe just consider investing in some sort of way. And I'm going to be putting things out there that, you know, as well as my one-to-one sessions that I've always had, that granted, a few people that follow me go for, but like I said, nowhere near as many as what I deserve to be coming to me. And that is a lot to do with my organisation and business skills, and yeah, and a few other things. But you know, I think it's because of my confusion of how to provide things to it. So I've just ended up giving a lot away for free. But now I've got a lot more crystal clear intentions. Like I've got my desires more clear and my intentions. And because of that, I am starting to see a shift already. And it's funny because I haven't even massively taken loads of action to change things up. I've kept writing things down and going to it, and I haven't done it. So it's just interesting that I'm feeling the shift already, because yesterday it was bizarre. I was on a call, right? So I was on a reading, and then I came off, and like 3 people had like either asked to book or already paid and said, you know, I'm booking on the workshop or I'm booking a reading. And I was just like, wow, like what the hell? Because if every day was like that, even if it was like 3 people like that every day or every other day, that would be a hell of a lot better than what it's been. So I'm just sort of saying there's something about, you know, because of my openness, now things are coming in. But it's basically how I'm going to be doing things is I'm going to have my, already got my membership, which is more sort of premium, and you know, they get, basically it's more live time that you get with me, the more expensive it is. That's how it works with all of this. And then I think I'm going to have 2 lower cost price groups where I'll be putting out the new moon and the full moon guidance. And then I'm sorting all that out just now, and then I'll put out the information for people that are interested in it. But that is what I'm going to be doing moving forward. I don't foresee me getting rid of the daily posts. I'm still going to commit to do that, because that is a lot. And sometimes I'm sitting writing them for half an hour. You know, it can be anything from 5 minutes to half an hour for me to write that alone, which is still a lot of time to be given every single day. And bar something serious happening or me being ill myself, I do always put that daily post out. So it's about honouring my energy levels. Like I say, this fresh air card is more than just about fresh air. It's about honouring yourself and your energy. And yeah, so healthcare change, like the card for today. So that feels like quite a heavy message, but it's about, yeah, what is it you want? And I suppose I'm being very honest in the fact that I don't want to be forever posting really valuable content like my new moon and full moon stuff for free, and not really having a lot of energetic exchange or monetary exchange in return for it, because I really do deserve that, and I don't deserve to be sitting about worrying about stuff. And it's just about, you know, when I provide the right ways for people to give back, then hopefully that's going to solve it. And I can say that, you know, doing the workshops that I've done in the past couple of months here, that's really helped. But again, they're really, really like far too reasonably priced. I'll be looking at that too. But at least it's been something, do you know what I mean? And it's been a quick fix, but yeah, anyway, there's a huge shift in this with a lot of other healers. I've recognised that just people really recognising their worth and their value. And like, you know, I don't know how many people would have got that when I said that earlier, but yeah, I've worked for many years to really fall in love with myself, I'm going to say, yeah, and just really give myself that time and energy that I really freely give away to others. And sometimes to the extent where I'll help somebody else like really do well in their life, or and literally manifest loads of money or manifest their dreams. Sometimes I do it for people I don't even realise I've done it, and sometimes people don't even let me know or bother to say thanks, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, that has happened. But most people, thank God, do acknowledge that I've been a part of their journey, and then they'll even point out to me like, you know, what are you doing for you? But it comes to that point where you can't be like, oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You've just got to get clear on your stuff and focus on it and change things up when you're guided to do it. And like I say, the Scorpio full moon is all about letting go of what no longer serves you and transforming and changing. And if I was to be still putting out that stuff for free for another year after nearly 3 years, that just doesn't make sense. And if somebody came to me for a business clarity session and said that they'd been doing that, I'd be like, are you nuts? So giving myself a good turn talking to it. So I hope that helped somebody. That was a bit of a long blather in, but that needed to come out. Right, so, and then this is interesting that for B, it looks like a D there, but it's the B, let's put it like that. Time to go. So remember, full moons are about letting go, releasing, healing, saying goodbye to the old, however you want to say letting go, it's about time to go. And it says the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. And I just love this because, like I've put in the last couple of posts, I think it was actually last night's one that I put, the one that I said actually got like a lot of attention. And I feel that that one was because it was something like, the worst is over now. And, you know, a lot, you know, that's always going to be nice to hear. And it was just interesting too that I was drawn to use the app, because I don't always get drawn to use the app, but when I'm guided to do anything, I do it. And, you know, it's just interesting because that did feel very appropriate for the energies, and it obviously resonated when that many people are giving it a like and commenting and stuff. So it's just something about, there's real deaths coming in. Do you mean? And I don't mean literal deaths, I mean death of the ego, death of the old self, death of situation, like tired old situations that don't serve you anymore. They're happening. Do you know what I mean? Because it needs to change. And whether it's like me, because if you don't change, you're going to be like out on the streets, or like just ill because you're giving so much time away. Do you mean? It's like whatever it is, it's like something needs to change for something even better to come in to better everyone. Because remember as well, you know, that that's what I said in the post earlier, that I've been great at self-love, not always so great at self-care, but I've tried. Basically, you've got to try all of them, but I've really came into unconditional love for myself, and I help other people find that. The thing that I've not ever been so good at is money, like organising it, receiving it, allowing it, whatever you want to call it. I've just not been good at it. I used to be good at manifesting it when I was younger, but then as soon as the pressures of adulthood kind of caught up, it's just always been a big strain to me. So that's why I want to make it my mission to help people with money too. But people aren't going to listen to me when I'm still struggling myself. And what I'd say is I think I'm getting there with busting that now. But so I'm trying to help people that are struggling like I was too and can't really get past that lack mindset. I'm trying to keep in contact with people like that anyway. But what I have to say is, honestly, I've said it before, but just make uncomfortable jump. But I don't mean uncomfortable. It's funny because I'm holding spread your wings when I said that. When you invest in something, it should feel a little bit uncomfortable, but this would be a not good move. What's not wise is if, you know, you've got rent to pay or you've got important bills to pay. That's where I don't agree with it, and that's where you've got to take care of those things first. But when it comes to like somebody like a healer like me or other healers that you resonate with, and you've saw enough of their work to know that you love their energy and you love the value that they provide for free, and you just really want to invest and have that special amount of time for yourself and yourself only, because you know that when you get helped by a free post that thousands or millions of people are seeing, and then you get that all for yourself, just know that not only are you investing in me, you're also investing in yourself, and you're saying that you're worth it. Do you know what I mean? And like I put in the post, you're also saying that I'm worth it. And it's like, I'm confident enough to say it now that I am worth it. And you wouldn't believe the stories that I've had, especially in the last year, of people that have had a free call. And you're right, that's right, you heard me, a free call off of me, and then literally manifested thousands in some people's cases. So it's kind of like, there's something wrong with that when I'm making nowhere near that, guys. Like, I'm talking like nowhere near that. I think I'm about to, because I'm now making it my mission to. And it's just that kind of thing of, I had a resistance and I attached a lot of pain to money. But actually now I've studied it so much that I've become sick of it at points and tried to avoid money. And then I've become in so much pain and debt about it that it's like I had to then learn to love money. And I think I've gotten there now. And I get that when people say, the more money you've got, the more people you're able to help, and the more time you've got to spend with the people that you love and do the things that you love. And actually, things just are easy and they don't need to be so hard. So that's what I'm letting go of. It's time to go on. It's time to go on the whole lack mindset. I'm losing my words. Mindset. And it's about, on my journey, when the money has started flowing freely, it's actually been when I've invested in somebody else's membership or their group or a session myself. Do you mean? That's when the money has started to flow to me, because you're saying to the universe that you matter, and that this person matters, and you see the value, and then you're it's an energy exchange. And when there's not sort of any sort of fair energy exchange, and you know when it's not fair because you start feeling comfortable. It's like a couple of the ladies in my membership, I always appreciate that, you know, I won't mention names, but I mean, I've not got many of them, and I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind me saying that, but it's, you know, I remember a comment that was made by one of them, and they said, you know, I started to feel really uncomfortable that you were giving so much amazing content away and there wasn't any sort of exchange. So do you mean, so when I came up with the membership, it was like she was right on it, and that's the right idea. And you know, you might see, and then obviously that hopefully ladies are watching this now too, that they sing my praises. It looks like I'm paying them to be my cheerleaders. I swear I'm not. They're paying me. Do you know what I mean? For my live time with them. But it's so freaking healing for the lot of us. And it's about, see, when you take that jump and you invest in yourself, that's probably the best money that they, you know, that they've spent on something a long time. I know, because money that I spend for other people, I feel the same way about it, and they've also told me that too. So that's not me just assuming. So, you know, it's time to go in the lack mindset, is what's called the lack mentality mindset, especially regarding money. It's time to spread your wings and soar. And you might have noticed that that's like I've just said, that is a shift that's coming for me. I'm sick of being in lack. I'm sick of the pain attached to money. So I'm now going the other way, and I'm going for it. I'm not holding myself back, and I'm spreading my wings in every way that I'm meant to. And yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, I'm going to be scared at times, but I'm going to keep doing this because that's what I encourage other people to do, and I don't want to be a hypocrite where possible. But also, you can't do that if you're not aware. So it's a game of awareness too. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. So can you see how, you know, I feel like, wow, these messages are going right into my personal stuff. But I mean, it always does. And I don't mind. And if people are going to learn from this, then that's what I'm all about. And again, you know, point out, this is another free content that I'm giving, but it's like, I know that when I do this, it really helps people. So I'm still going to do these ones, but it's like, these are enough. And then there should be something about, if somebody feels like they need more help, more specific help, then that's where I would encourage you to invest in a session for yourself, but also to give back to me if you love what I do so much. And by the way, guys, when I'm saying this isn't just about me, I'm meaning about other healers and readers and people that you love as well. It's like they've got to pay their bills and stuff too. Do you know what I mean? I really do. And but I think I'm like the pre-warning, like I do for everything. I think quite a lot of things are going to go this way, because it's about, I did sort of predict that ages ago, that this is the year of fair energy exchange. And remember, the card for today actually said about giving and receiving in balance. So if anywhere in your life you're not giving and receiving in balance and it doesn't feel fair, then that's not great. You know, obviously there's like some exceptions to the rule, but really it's about it's about valuing yourself and valuing other people. So if there's an imbalance there, then it's not going to be great. Right, boom, finally, see, change in direction. And it just feels like all these messages flow. So I might actually just say that when I post it on the page, just to watch it all. So people that chose C, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. Wow, I love that, because the message today was about heart awakening, and like I said, it was very, very powerful. I'm getting drawn to the big rose quartz when I said that. Very, very powerful energy of unconditional love coming into the planet that I can feel. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. I just got chills. So again, this is like today's message about, you know, I'm sure there was something about, what card was it again? It was something about, was it that one? I think it might be that one again, wasn't it? Spread your wings. It was something like that. But basically it's about things are taking a change in direction. And like things, and that's not a coincidence that things are taking a change in direction for me. And yeah, it can be scary when you change things up, but sometimes you're scared because it's going to be the best thing you ever did. And in my case, it's not hard to see why it'll be the best thing ever I ever done for me, because it's like I'm content in the fact that I've helped a shitload of people, and mostly for free. Do you know what I mean? Mostly for free through my general daily, weekly, and then additional other videos and live videos and recorded videos like this that I do all the time. I've gave a lot, and I still will always give some things for free, but I don't need to give the whole game away for free. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, just you think about where you do that. And that's when I'm saying the change in direction for me will be of less pain around money and worrying and helping everybody else for free all the time, when really I'm sitting there worrying how I'm going to pay a bill. Do you know what I mean? That's the change of direction that needs to happen. And I can't believe how honest I'm being, but you know, there we go. That's the truth. And then here's this little card again. Just like, really? And as I'm holding this, I can feel my loved ones in spirit cheering me on for going, yeah, go Claire. Hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their love and blessings. So I feel that this really is just about what I was saying there, is that your loved ones in heaven, whether it's money issues like me and changing that about, or other things that you're worried about, or, you know, it might not even be that you're worried about money, but you really feel like you've got to change up your career and follow that, and you're worried about the transition. Just basically just follow your guidance and just, you know, really use discernment, and where, you know, where you need to seek out other help, like, you know, like I've made clear, I'm here to help. I'm available of service, and loads of other people are that you'll resonate with. But just know as well that trust your own guidance, and also that your guides, your angels, and your spirit loved ones are looking out for you, and they're cheering you on. And these changes are divinely timed, divinely meant. And yes, you've just got to be open to allowing the changes and know that you deserve it. Right, anyway, wow, heavy messages. I'm going to turn this off, and I'll upload it as soon as I can. So anyway, so yeah, I've got the full moon workshop tomorrow night, so I think I'll be uploading this tonight, Sunday. So just in case, whenever I upload this, I'll say that the full moon workshop is Monday night UK time, 9 o'clock. Should probably last about an hour. Might go over it. In fact, it probably will go over the hour. I wouldn't foresee it to be any longer than 90 minutes, but I'm open. I'll see. I'll honour and, you know, watch my energy levels, but it's because we're going to be allowing people that want to, they're invited to share, and we're going to hold space for them while they tell us what they're letting go of. So it's going to be intense but powerful and healing. And I'm a Scorpio rising, so I can handle it. But just know that there's plenty of room on that if you'd like to come in and join us. It's an intimate little crowd. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think there's maybe like 5-6 people signed up. There's always roughly about 5 or 6 people signed up, but I did foresee about 10 people on that. So I'm just feeling like there is meant to be another few people on that. And it's £18.18 because I was guided to that because 18 is the moon in the tarot. But like I said, these prices will be changing to reflect the amount of value that I'm giving there, and the amount of time that I'm giving, and the transformations that people are getting as well. So, you know, just a warning there on these workshops won't always be that cheap. And yeah, so thank you very much for believing in me, for supporting me, for thanking me, for investing in me. Those of you that do it, because some people do it, and even those of you that haven't, it's, you know, it's not about, oh, you know, it's not about, oh, for God's sake, why are they loving my stuff and not buying it? It's me acknowledging that that is to do with me. Do you know what I mean? It's to do with me being uncomfortable with allowing the monetary exchange, and it's been easier for me to avoid it and just keep giving it free. But it's like I've literally saturated people with free content that they obviously feel like it's that good that they don't need to buy. And of course, like I've already said, that's not going to keep a roof over my head, and that's not going to pay my bills. So I really do urge you that if you're in a similar position to that, hopefully not as bad, please just honour yourself, honour the gift that you have, honour the time, if anything else, that you give, and really change things up to make sure that you also get what you deserve. And yeah, anyway, I'm feeling emotional when I'm saying that. So just thank you for all the love that you give me. And for those of you that are going to follow me into the bits of the paid content, thank you so much. And for those of you that aren't ready to make that jump yet, just honour that in yourself and just keep in touch with me. And like I said, the people that really genuinely feel like they can't afford things but love what I do, please keep following me. I'm always going to have the daily cards on the page. I might even just keep the free group there for people as well. There's always going to be that there, but just know that I do have to move with the times now and honour how much healing and transformation people get from my work, because I want to help a lot more people than I'm helping already. And I already help a lot of people, but I'm very ambitious and I've got huge plans and I'm not holding myself back now. So I urge you to do the same, because you've been drawn to me for a reason. Right, see you later. Bye. Have a great week.